Hello friends, welcome to Saturday Morning Live. Hello. We're going to wait for things to click on over, and while we wait for that, I'm going to just get all of my supplies out on my table so I can see everything that I've got here today. Today we're going to be working on story 15, which is all about my Halloween playlist. Okay. Here we go. Hello, friends. Good morning. Yay. I got it working to chat. Yay, Mallory. That makes me really excited. I don't know why it wasn't working for you before. I'm sure it was something probably silly. But I'm really glad that you got it to work because now I get to chat with you. Am I missing a piece here? No, it's right here. Okay. All right. So let me just kind of set everything out here so I can remember what the heck I'm doing today. And then we're good. So, hi. Happy Saturday. How's everybody's weekend starting out? Hello. Hi, Yessie. Good to see you guys here too. The app does not like my phone. You know, is it the Patreon app? The Patreon app is kind of like finicky, I've noticed too. Like, so I'm a patron of Dearly D and Leilani and Victoria Marie Designs. So all of those, like if I'm not at my house and I try to watch a video on my phone, it like freezes all the time. Does that happen to you guys too? It's super annoying. But I can't, for whatever reason on my phone, I can't get it to switch over to like just regular YouTube, because regular YouTube I've never had an issue with. It's just something with Patreon. I don't know. So it's just like, you know, a whole thing. Anyways, thank you, Yessie. Yeah. So I got this new shirt yesterday. I ordered a bunch of shirts on this website called Solmia. Anyway, so it's this one. I'll stand up here so you can kind of see it. So it says Sanderson Sisters Brewing Company. Love it, right? Brewing. So of course I gotta wear my hat. I've got wild pants on too, because why not? My like leopard pants. Who cares? Okay. I decided, I said this yesterday, I'll say it again. I decided that since this year I can't decorate my house, that I'm just going to decorate myself instead. So I've gotten some fun things for me to just wear. And then it feels like Halloween. So today we're working on story number 15, which is my Halloween playlist. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a CD. First of all, we're going to make a paper CD, and then we're going to make a case that the CD is going to go in, and the case will go inside of my album. Now, for the CD portion, I actually made this myself in Silhouette. So I did add the Silhouette cut file to the Patreon post in case it's something that you guys want to do. And if you have a Silhouette, I don't have a Cricut, and I don't know how to take a Silhouette file and turn it into a SVG, I think is what Cricut uses. I don't know how to do that. So it's just a Silhouette file. Sorry. But that's that. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get you flipped over, and we're going to get started on this really fun spread. So let's do it. Here we go. A little bit of shakiness real quick. Okay. So there we go. Good morning, Marisa. Is today corn maze day? Is today the day, or are you guys going tomorrow? Okay, there we go. So here's my stuff. So we've got the stuff to make the CD, stuff to make the bottom of the CD. Those will go together, right? And then this is to make the case. This is to go on the back of yesterday's, and then I've got two CD covers that I printed on photo paper. So let's do the CD part first, I think. I'm going to put all that to the side, all that to the side. I'm going to have some weird shadows in here because it's sunny out, but that's okay. So what I've got here, the bottom of the CD is just going to be this like holographic paper, which is from the Paige Evans over the summer did like a explosion box collection through Michaels, and I had picked up the 12 by 12 paper because I was starting on her cut file team, but what am I looking for here? But I didn't have any product to use, so we were instructed that we had to use only her product line. She was going to send us her new product line, which was the, it's not Bungalow Lane is what she's doing now, but there's the one before that. Wonders, I think is what it was called. So she was going to send us Wonders, but it didn't get to her in time, so it didn't get to us in time. So she's like, use any of my other collections, which is great, except for I didn't have any of her other collections. So I went to Michael's and picked up the Explosion Box paper pack and used, like one paper. So one of the papers in there was this holographic one. So I thought that it was perfect for making a CD. So what I've got for the bottom side is the main CD part, right? Because that's kind of how they look on the bottom. And then around the middle portion, there's like a little bit of silver. I looked up CDs, like what does a CD look like on the top and on the bottom? And then I'm just going to place them around. So there's like this darker section, and then there's more of the holographic section, and then there's like this area where the CD actually spins on. So there's the bottom. Now let's make the top. So the top, we've got the silver again, but the top is where they usually put, the marketing material. So I just cut out a couple different colors or different patterns of Halloween paper so that I can stick that on top and make my own cover. So I just have to line up the center circles and then stick it down. So there's that one. Actually, no, I'm going to do this side. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do here, is just kind of layer all these things up. Have you heard of the Hocus Pocus drinking game? I would die. I've not heard of the Hocus Pocus. What is the Hocus Pocus drinking game? Tell me the details. That sounds fun. We did, at Christmas time, we did a Hallmark movie drinking game, and we all died. Because it was like all of the stereotypical stuff, But it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. Okay, so then there's that. Today's kids will never know. Isn't it true? Yes. It's funny because to me, like, CDs are so they're so outdated, but we actually still use them, right? Like, they still sell CDs in the stores, whereas like a cassette tape, you can't find those anywhere except for thrift stores and, vintage stores. Okay, so then there's that. And then one more of these black ones. And that will give me my actual CD. And then I need to figure out what I want to put around it. Okay, so there's the CD. That'll be the top, that'll be the bottom. So then it's a question of, what do I want to put on here? These, I'm not going to attach those together quite yet. So this is going to be actually a title. I want to put my Halloween playlist on here. And so maybe what I'll do, I might just need to get like a stamp set out. I could use this one again. Or I've got my Heidi Swap one, which has made a couple of appearances so far. This one's going to be too big, for sure. For sure, that's too big. So no to you. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe what I'll do is just do a couple of these things so then we can, oh, and I know I was going to put one of these on there. Okay. And these. So let's grab this. This is going to be the inside, or maybe let's build the outside and then we'll do the inside. So this is going to be for the case. So I cut one piece of paper, one piece of pattern paper that is the 5 inches long by, I made it 4.5 inches tall. So then this section is going to be punched, and then I will add, the rest of this in here to create the case itself. So I've got this black and white stripe paper, and then I have this like oogly eyes, which I think are fun. So what we'll do, these ones are a square, a perfect square, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. These ones are 3 inches by 4.25. So they are 1/4 of an inch shorter. So that what I can do is take a corner punch, round out the edge, one of the corners, right? And then these will stick on the inside like this. So then on this side, I will put in my actual CD. And on this side, I'm going to add in my information about the CD, if that makes sense. So what I think I'll do, so the question is, do I adhere it with tape or do I stitch it? And then the outside will have the cover. So it will look like, you know, a CD case that opens and has this stuff. So what do I want to do? Do I want to stitch it or do I want to tape it? Stitch or tape. This, I'm going to use some stickers and number these. Let's just do that since that's an easy, I know what I'm doing. One. These were from Allie Edwards. They're just like numbers, which I loved because I use numbers more than anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that middle piece out. I feel like you need to be moved, but maybe you're stuck. You're just gonna stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. This one I labeled my top 8 songs right now. 5, 6. Here you come. 7 and 8. Then I can put these away, or at least get them off my desk. Okay, and 8. All right. And I might be able to stamp something there at the bottom too, since I've got some space. But like, not that, because those aren't, oh, but maybe like this would be good. See what's on here. Take a drink when you hear child, children, virgin, candle, book, or sisters. Every time Winnie hits one of her sisters, there's more I'll put on the Facebook page. Oh my gosh. You know, that sounds like fun. That sounds like a fun time. Maybe I'll put the broom down here. Broom's cute. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to get my stamp block. And let's do black. Ooh, sorry about the shadows. Let's kind of move this down. Okay, so we're going to stamp the little broom on here, which is so cute, to help fill in the space. And then that'll be good. So that's that one. Here, I'll hold it up so you guys can see actually. Ooh, I think that's clear enough. So yeah, it stamped out really nice. This is actually the matte photo paper because I wanted the black to just print really, really bold. It turned out nicely. Plus I had a scrap piece and it's always good to use up those scrap pieces. Okay, so there is that. So my inside is done there. What I'm trying to decide, I wonder if the, do these fit in here? Yes, so what if we took these and said, like, I'm gonna see if this will fit. If I said this, it might. This. All right, is and then Halloween. H-A-L-L. I think it will fit. O-W. E. I think I can get it. If I did this is Halloween. I think I'll do that. This is Halloween, and then on here we'll do my Halloween playlist, or my playlist, which I think I'm going to do with these stickers, and then I'll stamp out some of these cute little embellishments on there. So we're going to do that. Let's do this is Halloween on here. Okay, so then this is the Halloween a stamp. No, okay, so this actually, I'll tell you how I made this. So the edge around the outside of this journaling card is from a 4x6 journaling card that came from Rachel Atong, I think, something like that, which I got from the Digital Press, I believe, which is an online digital scrapbooking site. So that's where the edge came from. I took the 4x6 and then I altered it so I got the outline. The Halloween and the word Halloween and the word music are from two separate Ali Edwards collections. Halloween is from one of the October Stories by the Month kits, so the digital ones. Music came from the Listen Story Stamp, which was digital. So I have the digital story stamp for this. So I had the music, and then underneath it says on repeat, which is also from the digital Listen story kit or story stamp. So I printed everything on there. But yeah, stamping works really well on this type of paper too. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. Yes. Okay, let's go for this. So we're going to stamp out This is Halloween on my CD and hope it all turns out good. Since I built it, right? All right, so this, and I only needed the one T. This THIS. Mallory, what are you up to this weekend? We were talking about that a little bit yesterday. I know Risa's going to the corn maze at some point. And anybody else who's here? Yessie, did you were you here yesterday? I don't remember. I don't think you were. What are you guys up to this weekend? We are going after this. So after this, we're going to get our costumes on and we're going to the zoo today to go and do the zoo boo. And it actually ended up being a beautiful day outside, which is nice. It's going to be cold, but it's sunny and beautiful. So got this is, you caught the replay. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, I don't remember if you were there. You definitely, yeah, yep. Anyway, yeah, what are you guys up to? What are you doing? Nothing. Just had an amazing week off. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Right, because you guys have different breaks, Mallory. Your school does. I'm like, we don't have a fall break. That sounds awesome. But it's because you guys go all year. That's so cool. It would be really nice to have like a break every season. This is Halloween. A lot of times what happens with stamping, right, is it all kind of squishes together. So I'll end up with a little bit of extra room at the end that maybe I'll add some kind of something to. Like maybe something from over here. Okay, I don't need the H anymore. I don't need the S anymore or the I. Okay. Everything else I do though. A. Ooh, Judy, you're going to the farmer's market. Yes. I love going to farmer's markets, especially in the fall. Halloween. Officially flipping the house into Christmas mode. What? Right now you are? That's awesome. You're going to be so ready. Went to the pumpkin patch Thursday. I want to go to the pumpkin patch so badly. LOW. I went, I had a girls' night last night with one of my friends here in town. And we decided that next weekend we're going to do a double date with our husbands, which will be really fun. We're going to do, we have to get a babysitter, and then, and then we're going to go to a local brewery and then do a haunted forest here in town. It's one, we have a business called Adopt a Pet is what it's called. So it's like a shelter for animals, and all of the proceeds of the forest, the haunted forest, go to helping the animals that they're rescuing, which is really cool. So we're going to go do that, which will be fun. Definitely something to document, because I don't even know the last time I went to something haunted. You know? I'm usually kind of a baby with those things. And I'm sure I'll still be a baby. I'll have to try and be a big girl. Okay, Halloween. This is Halloween. That worked out really nicely. So, and I just have to think if I want to put anything there. Like there's this cute little potion bottle that would fit there, which is that's too fat. Maybe I'll just do the potion bottle. This is Halloween. Does that even make sense? Is that okay? I like the moon. It's just in the middle of this, so that won't work. What do I have on here? I already have a plan for the moon, and I already have a plan for him. You're all too big. Too big. Potion bottle it is. Plus it gives me an excuse to use it. Pumpkins, apples, mums. Yeah. Yeah, Potion bottle works. Okay, so this is Halloween. I probably could have put a pumpkin there instead, but whatever. It is what it is. We're done with that. No second guessing. All right, now next, let's go ahead and adhere these back to back. Make sure I'm not going to get ink on everything. It's on my hands. Okay. All right, so this, we're just going to line up the hole in the middle, press it all down, and now we have a CD. Okay, so there's my CD. Next, let's work on the case. No, next, let's work on this thing, so that way I can get all my stamping done. Okay, so for here, I wanted to put this haunted house. Did I put that away? No, it's right there. So I wanted to put this haunted house on here in the bottom corner. So let's open this guy back up again. And this stamp set is, I believe, Kelly Perky's last year. I just never used it. I don't think we got it in time. Like her Halloween stuff didn't come in time to use for October Daily, so it just never made it into the album. So there's the haunted house, which is super cute. And then put that back over here. So I don't think I need that big one anymore. So that's gonna be that. I wanted to put this little guy coming out of the house. And then this little moon like up there, right? So it's got this cute little cluster thing. I don't know what that is. Okay, so now let's see how this would work with these stickers. Yes, I did get my December stuff. I actually got my, so I have the album or an album plus the main kit we got, or I got maybe last week, maybe the week before that, because that's what I'm instructed to use for the product play class. So they wanted to get that to us early. And I just got all of my add-ons yesterday in the mail, which I opened up the box, but you know what, I'm gonna actually, before I put all these stickers on here, but I didn't open anything out of the packaging because I just know once I do that, you know, that's gonna be it. But I'm thinking probably this coming week I'm gonna put together my content for the product play class. So I need to figure everything out and then do the video and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And then I'm also contributing to the prep day, which I haven't posted about yet. I think I'll post about that maybe on Monday or something next week. So for that, they're doing an hour that is about diverse approaches to December Daily. And so I'm going to be talking about my planning process, like what I'm doing to prepare, how I prepared last year, and then how I'm preparing this year, which isn't like super different. It'll probably be very much the same. The stories I'm telling this year will be a little bit different. So I have to put that content together too next week. Okay, so this is my, I wonder if I could fit all these words on here. Let's try it. I mean, worst case, these come off pretty easily. So let's find out. But yeah, so I have it. I need to get it out. I need to figure out like what I'm going to use for all the different things. And get some videos made. wonder if I could, like, this might need to move over just a smidge. Let's see. So that the L can fit in there. H-A-L-L. O-W. I don't know if this is going to fit. So I could just do my playlist. Oh, I have a better idea. Instead of this. So we're going to still put the word my. You back. You back. You back. And you back. Okay. So my. Then there is this stamp, or so I could put my, I don't know. They're kind of not. Is the word Halloween in here at all? No, I want you to be longer. So what if, let me see if I've got any of my, stump box. All in my way. Okay, so let's see if I've got any of my October, stories by the month stamps. Okay, so like here's that Halloween word, right? Oh, but I could, okay, kind of like this. Here we go. Here's what I'm going to do. No. So I'm going to pull out my 2019 stamp that says Happy Halloween. And I'm only going to use the word Halloween. So it'll say my Halloween and then playlist under that. Wait, are you willing to share your content on Patreon? Mallory, what do you mean by that? Share my content? Like what like what I'm going to be making? Is that what you mean? Or just like for the product play? So yeah, so I've actually talked about it a little bit already. So yes, I am more than happy to tell you what I'm going to be doing. So product play this year, the class itself is back to basics, is what it's called. And they told us going into it that they were looking for a variety of ideas, some that are really simple, some that are more complex. They wanted like just a variety so that no matter where people are in their, quote unquote skill level for scrapbooking, that there's something for them. And then told us, so we each had to pick one of the products for the main creative team. We all had to pick something from the main kit, and then all of the December daily creative team had to pick something that was like an add-on or from one of the mini kits or something like that. So we had to pick our product. We could do any skill level of project, and the big caveat was no cutting machines, no foil machines, no like anything that required you to have a really expensive tool to be able to make it, that is off limits. So so I had picked the fabric stockings is my product. And I'm the only one that's going to be using the fabric stockings. Some things there are multiple people using the same product. I'm pretty sure nobody else has stockings. That's just me. I should probably double check that. But I picked the fabric stockings because as soon as I saw them, I was like, yep, totally going to make an interactive fireplace. Like that's going to be my thing. Well, now that the products have been out there, people have seen them, there has been a number of other crafters saying they're going to be making an interactive fireplace, which is a little bit disheartening because, I mean, like, of course, we're all using the same products for our December dailies, so there's definitely going to be crossover in ideas, and that's fine. You know, that's more than fine. That's actually really normal and okay. But it did make me second guess myself. Like, is this really what I want to do for product play if everybody else already has this idea? So I debated doing something else instead, and then ultimately decided that nope, I'm just going to go with my gut and do what I wanted to do. It was the whole reason why I picked those. So I'm just going to make an interactive fireplace. But the thing is, for me, I am going to do it where you don't have to have a silhouette or a Cricut or any of those tools to make it. So I have to figure out like a cut list, you know, like cut your paper at blank inches by blank inches, and then how to piece it together. I'll probably create some kind of PDF that has, you can just download it and then maybe build your pieces on top of the paper, and then maybe cut the whole thing out and stick that down on a paper so that, you know. Anyway, I haven't figured everything out yet, but that is my plan, is to do an interactive fireplace. Playlist is what I need. And then for me, I'm probably going to pair it, that might become part of my Christmas Eve stories. So, because every year we read not Nightmare, I want to say that every time. The Night Before Christmas, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. We read that every year on Christmas Eve. And, you know, it's got the line, it says the stockings were hung by the chimney with care. Which when I actually go to do my project, I will probably silhouette cut file, like cut out that phrase and add it there. But I won't do that for product play because that would be breaking the rules. So that is my plan for now. I just have to like sit down one day and figure it all out. Playlist. So, and that means that mine's going to be on the more complex side, which is okay, you know. Oh, and the other thing they required us to do is to talk about, I could tell you guys different ideas, you know, so I could say like, here are 3 different ideas of things to do with these stockings, and now let's put together the one that I want to make. So there's that, and then how to adapt our projects into all the different sizes. So that's part of it as well. So like I'm working in a 6x8, you know, how can you use this idea in a 10x8? How can you use this idea in a 3x8? You know, that kind of stuff. Okay, there we go. So it should be a really good class. I'm really excited for it. I usually get a bunch of ideas from product play to incorporate in my album, and I usually scrap lift different ideas because after 31 days of Halloween and then 25 days of Christmas, you know, it's like, it's okay to use other ideas. Okay, my Halloween playlist. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now that we have this part done, what I might do stick those back down in there. These are from Cocoa Daisy, the alphabet stickers. I really like their alpha stickers. They're like kind of velvety in texture. They feel really good. Okay, so Halloween playlist. And then I don't really want to add any more stamps, at least none of those. I kind of like the bat up there though. That's cool. And then I could maybe put, do I have any tiny pumpkins? Oh, I have these ones from Heidi. That's kind of fun. It's like a bat and a pumpkin. I might do that. Just to decorate this thing up. Where did I put that little one? There you are. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, can't wait for next month. Cool. Love product play, but this year it seems so different. It will be really different. The nice thing with this year, although I suppose in past years you probably got an equal amount of page ideas because, you know, everybody gave 2, 3, 4 ideas in their individual classes. So you probably ended up with just as many ideas, but I like that there's just one idea every day, you know, or like one layout that people are making every day. So you can come back and visit it every day. And hopefully, and the videos are supposed to be like 5 minutes long, something in there, like really short, so that it doesn't take you all day to do it. I think that will be kind of nice. Just like little bits of October. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick this, not October, December. Okay, so I'm going to stick the little pumpkin there and then call this little guy done. I think it's cute. All right, now that completes my stamping. So I can put all of the stamping stuff back away. Does this say Cocoa Daisy on it anywhere? It doesn't. Huh. Well, darn. I like to remember where things are from, so I would throw away this packaging, but I need it to know where it came from. It's funny. Okay, so we've got you. The question is, this is going on the back side of another one from yesterday, so I need to figure out if I need a different piece of pattern paper to go next to it, or if the one from yesterday is fine. So let's get all this off of my desk, clear it off, and then we can start to build the case. We've got that done and that done. This I'm done with. And that I'm done with. Okay. Oh, and these. And this. A million things. Okay. Now. Handle you later. Let's build this. So I've got two. Spoiler alert, one of my favorite bands or favorite groups of the year this year is Voice Play, which is an a cappella group that does like dressed up YouTube videos with their songs, and they're so good. And the bass singer, his name is Jeff, I think. He is amazing, amazing. He can actually sing in 4 different octaves, which is outrageous. So he can go from really high to really low. And he just released a song, I think it came out yesterday, that was, oh, sorry, I'm still thinking if I want to stitch this so that it doesn't fall off. And so that I don't end up with that sticking. I think I'm going to. Anyway, so he just released this song yesterday that is the Monster Mash, and has a note in there that I think is the lowest note, like singing note that maybe I've ever heard, and he holds it. Like, it's not just like he hits it and he's done. Like, he holds the note. It's outrageous. So anyway, just amazing. So that's what those 2 covers are. They're both Voice Play. Okay, so let's get this stitched up, and then let me grab my sewing machine. I've got black still in here, which is perfect. So okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stitch these closed. Again, you know, if the loudness bothers you, then I recommend turning your volume low for just a couple of minutes. And here we go. So I'm only going to stitch on the 2 edges. So this edge and this edge so that this becomes like a pocket. That's it. All right, here I go. Okay, there's one. Garbage. And two. Yeah, I just feel like structurally that's going to be better for this little piece. All right, now get these cords and petals out of my way. Okay, so these are going to go side by side. So the next thing I need to do is make a piece. I just need a piece of white copy paper. I'm going to cut this down. Ooh, there's that sun again. I'm going to cut this down to 4.5 by about 2 inches. That way we get an inch on both sides. Okay. That's garbage. So I'll fold this in half, and then this is going to become my hinge for this little album piece. Okay, so next we will adhere the first side. I just got it. There we go. All right, so the first side here will go like that. Okay. What do we got? I'm going to have to check them. Does anyone have a seasonal coffee or tea or other drink that this time of year? I'm all for the pumpkin spice creamer. Okay, so I like for coffee, I usually just drink, like coffee with my creamer in it, but I love flavored coffee. So I get the Dunkin' Donuts. Right now I have their pumpkin spice, which I only got one bag of it because Aaron doesn't like it. So it's just me, and I make it when he's not home. Which of course makes me like, what, so totally basic, but I don't care. And another brand of coffee that's really good, and they have a ton of flavors, and they also have really cool marketing packaging, is, what's it called? Something Bones. Bones. I could probably look it up really quick and tell you. Something Bones. I got it last year and loved it. It was so cool. Okay, so this is our CD case. Now I totally could have just cut this down to 9 inches by 4.5. I could have done that. Actually, no, I couldn't have, because this one was a 6x8 paper. So that wouldn't have worked. But if you have a 12 by 12, you could cut it down to 9 inches by 4.5 and then just score it and fold it in half. That would work too. Then you don't have to go through all this trouble. So now, oh, and Mallory, if you love pumpkin spice creamer, one of the things that I love to do with pumpkin spice creamer that my sister-in-law got me started on is getting the tea bags of chai tea, right? So like you can get the boxed kind that's more, it's more similar consistency to a chai tea you would get in like a coffee house, but you can also just get it as a tea bag. So chai tea, and then steep your water, steep your tea bag in the water, and then add pumpkin spice creamer to it. It is so good. It is so good. It's like pumpkin spice chai. Oh, I love it. I need to do that actually. I was addicted to that last year. But that's a great use of that as well. And then I'll have to find what that bones is. Something bones. And they have like, their packaging is skeletons. It's really cool. All right, so for this, I'm going to stick this down on top of the paper here. And this allows me to put it in my album. So what I want to do is punch this now before it gets too thick. And also, I might want to use this to figure out hole placement. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I wonder if I can fit all that in here. Oh, I can. Okay. So this needs to go right here. Or can I? Sure. Okay, so now we'll punch that. That gives me the holes. And then I'll add the rest of it. Okay, so now more tape. Pumpkin spice coffee with almond joy coffee creamer. Yesy, do you like almond joys? Like, if I don't like almond joys, would I still enjoy that? Because that sounds really good. All right, there's that. So, next, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get my album so we can figure out which one to put on top and which one to put around the front and which one to put on the back. So this was yesterday's, and that's that one card. So the back of this is going to be my Halloween playlist, and I actually think it looks fine with that, right? And then this is gonna go down here. So it kind of like layers up, and then I'll have a full page thing behind this. So I could do this one, just kind of cool. What I don't have is my number. So I could put my number like there. Or if I did this one, which also looks cool. My number could go there. Yeah, definitely better than the black. So not black. I think I kind of like Oogie Boogie because it pulls in the orange. Versus like this one is a little bit more grungy compared to everything else. It has a lot of white space. And this, even though there's not a lot of white space, because there's so much blank space, it feels like it. So we're gonna do that, and that's gonna go there. So let's pull these guys out so we can attach everything down. And then on the back is going to be this one. So it'll be like a completed album thing, and then we'll have that. Okay. Let's just put that down there. So tape these guys up. Millie, hi! Welcome! I am finishing up like the last little bits of this. I still have a minute because I have to like get everything taped down, but you get to be here for the grand reveal. Has a strong coconut taste, but pairs well with pumpkin spice. See, now I kind of want to try that. Do you know what I feel like coffee companies should do? I would buy it in a heartbeat. Or these, not coffee companies, creamer companies, right? So like Coffee Mate or International Delights. You know what they need to do is they need to create like small sampler ones. Like, you know how you can go to a restaurant and they have like the little tiny cups? What if they had just like a box of them that you could order and it was all different flavors? Like, not your traditional hazelnut, French vanilla, Irish cream. Those are kind of like the regular, or, in original. Those are all like the regular ones. What if they had like all of their crazy flavors? So like Hershey's chocolate and almond joy and pumpkin spice. And like, what if they just had a sampler pack of all of them? I would buy that, because I most likely would not buy a whole big thing of almond joy, because what if I didn't like it, But a small sampler pack, I would definitely give it a try, and maybe I would love it, and then I would buy it at the store. I think that they still need that. I'm waiting for Starbucks to make air fresheners that smell like a coffee house. That is so awesome. I love that. I'm sure you guys know that my family business is coffee. You guys know that, right? That's what I grew up with. So my dad's family, on his side of the family, we have a coffee roasting, manufacturing, distribution, and franchise company. So that smell to me is like, it's funny. It's just funny because that's like my whole life is coffee smell. But it also makes things interesting. Like, I've been drinking coffee ever since I can remember. As a kid, people always told me it was going to stunt my growth. It did not. I'm like almost 5'9". It did not stunt my growth. Okay. Make it happen. Right? I wish. Oh, like the scent? Maybe. I don't know how. I told my sister. My sister makes candles. I'll be like, Haley, make a candle that smells like a coffee house. The people want it. You can make it happen. Okay, so there's that and that. We're going to put number 15 down in this corner. Yeah, yes, I am. I'm tall. And our whole family is like the same height, basically. Like my dad, I think my dad may be the tallest, and he's, for the better part of his life, he was about 6 foot. But now, he might be more like 5'11" or something. And Aaron is like really close to 6 foot. I'm probably the shortest of us all. Actually, my mom might be shorter than me by like half an inch. I'm like 5'8.5". My sister's 5'9". My brother's like 5'10". Like we're all the same height. So when you get like a family photo of us, we're just like a big rectangle of people. There's no variety, which is just funny. So, and I think my kids are both gonna end up being probably tall, because Aaron is tall as well. And so is most of his family. They're all kind of the same, except for 2 of his sisters are pretty short, and definitely a little jealous of everybody else who is tall. But it's okay. I mean, it's good to be short too. There are benefits to being short too. So anyway, it's just interesting. But yeah, like Jonah's in like the 97th percentile for like everything, height and weight, and his head. Like he's just huge. And Izzy's pretty tall, but skinny and small everywhere, Okay, so here we go. So we've got my Halloween playlist for right here. And then on the inside of our CD, we're going to add in the information about the CD. And we're going to add in the fun little CD itself. And then that's that. So it's kind of like a CD case, right? Which is fun. I liked that. This can be put back away. So my Halloween playlist, I didn't actually do any like story format journaling. I just listed the songs that I'm loving right now. So like my number 1 song right now this year is a mashup of Come Little Children from Hocus Pocus with The Hanging Tree, which is a song, I don't know where it came from before Hunger Games, but it was inside of the Hunger Games. I believe the last video, I had to look up, like, where does she sing it? But Jennifer Lawrence sings it, and they end up using it for like a promotional video to like get all of the, what do they call them? I want to call them like factions, but that's not right. That's a different series. Anyway, to get all the different people to, or areas? No. Anyway, all the different people to go and revolt against the government. So this one is by Peter Hollins, which he is another a cappella singer who generally in his songs, he sings all of the different parts. So he'll sing like the alto part and he'll record that, and then he'll sing the soprano part, and then he'll like combine them all together. So it's really cool. So he is one of the singers, and Bailey Pelkman, which is a female singer. So it's like a duet kind of a song, and it's haunting and just so good. It gets in your head. So that is Come Little Children and The Hanging Tree. Then I've got Grim Grinning Ghosts, which is the voice play song that I've talked about. I've also got This Is Halloween by voice play, and the Oogie Boogie song, which is this one, by voice play. Ghostbusters by Pentatonics is another really great one. I love their rendition of it. The Beetlejuice theme song, which has no words, it's just like instruments and a beat, and it's amazing. I wish if there weren't like copyright things, that would totally be the song that would be the intro and the outro to my YouTube videos for Halloween, because it's so good. I love it. Man with the Hex is an older song by the Atomic Fireballs. And I originally heard this one in the Scooby-Doo soundtracks from the live action movies. If you have never listened to the Scooby-Doo, one of them is like the original Scooby-Doo, and one of them is Monsters Unleashed. The soundtracks are so good from those movies. Those were like my jam in high school. So Man with the Hex, and then Hoist the Colors, which is another one by voice play, which is a version of the song from Pirates of the Caribbean. So those are my top 8 songs this Halloween season. This is just a fun little piece. It has no other, like there's nothing to it. I totally could have added journaling in here, and I thought about doing that, like handwriting some journaling in the CD cover, but decided I didn't really need to. So that's just in here for funsies. And then the backside, so Halloween playlist. And then tomorrow's story is going to go here and be a full page. So that's going to be that. This one, Judy, I see your comment. So Jenny Simon, who's in the Patreon and one of my friends, Jenny Simon created the coolest page I've ever seen regarding music. And it was about Simon and Garfunkel, who I also love. I love Simon and Garfunkel. But she made a record player, and like made a record that you could put on the record player, and then you could like make it interact so that it would spin. It was the coolest thing I ever saw. So that is kind of where my inspiration for this came from. That I can't make a record player, but I can make a CD. That would work. Oh, and I mentioned it at the beginning that this was something I just made up in Silhouette. Like I made my own cut file, and I did put that as a download in the Patreon post. So you can grab that if you have a Silhouette and cut one for yourself too. Districts. Yes, Mallory, districts. There it is. So, and also, yes, Mallory, to the December daily thing. That is, I always tell people, like, whether or not you're a Halloween fan, I love following all of the Halloween albums, the October Halloween, like, super interactive albums, because so many ideas translate to December daily. Like, this could be done for December daily, and this could be done for December daily, right? And this could be done for December daily, like Christmas stories. Like, you could take any of these pages and change them and make them into a December theme instead of an October theme. So I always tell people, like, pay attention, because you can get some really great ideas in the October season. So, all right, friends, well, that is going to be it for me for today. We've got the one project done. It turned out great. I love this album. It's already, this is volume 2, and we're already pretty chunky because I can't stay away from the layers. Honestly, it's because of this and this, that these two things are a lot. Oh, and I also have photos that I am getting printed to put in the little envelopes for booing our friends and our neighbors. So that is coming, but yeah, there we go. Halloween playlist. All right, well, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We're gonna get ourselves dressed up and go to the Zoo Boo. And I think if that's not my story tomorrow, then that's my story maybe the next day on Monday. So you'll be seeing some photos and seeing how I'm going to document that one here in the very near future. No, Millie, I probably need to get on that. I think I need to go and order another one because I don't know, whatever. I think I'm just not going to care. This brings me happiness, so I'm not going to care, and I'm just going to get another one. Anyway. All right, guys, have a fun Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow morning, same time. I'll be here at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So I'll see you then, or I'll see you later. Bye, you guys.